Oh, why is that, Valentine? Hello, everyone. Hi. We are sitting here in the queue at about 1,077, which is far better than the 3,000 that I was in when I started about an hour ago. So, hopefully, we'll be in soon and able to do Endwalker things. But until then, yeah, we are here chatting it up, talking it up as we do. Oh, 1002 for the movie group. Oh, so you want to do like polls on what movies to watch and things like that. So yeah, stuff is weird, right? So something I've been figuring out. So like I can report accounts better on mobile YouTube. Like all those troll accounts we've been getting from time to time, all of those get reported but on mobile. So because I can't really figure out how to do it on PC. Oddly enough, I've looked for it, I don't see it. So there's that. And by the same token, there's definitely some things on Gilded Mobile I wish I had versus the PC, etc., etc. Hi, Jen. Love your face. Hope you and Bug are doing good today. Hope you all are doing good today. Today's YouTube video, pre-stream, was Minecraft. And I did a little introduction to mystical agriculture. And it was fun. They've changed a lot with the mod. So if you haven't watched that yet, maybe after stream, go check it out. Well, it'll be late then, but yeah, you know. It's friggin' gold. It was hot here today. Well, not hot. It was warm. Tomorrow it'll be cold. Just in time for sickness. Yesterday was cold. Well, yesterday was temperate. Yesterday was like 50s. I can survive in 50s with my flip-flops just fine. Today started in the 50s and then went to 70s and now is back down to 50s. And tomorrow it'll be 40s. Yay, Virginia. Because that's Virginia weather. Boy, don't you start about sickness. Listen, it's not my fault when the temperatures do 30-degree swings like they do in Virginia. And people get sick. People like my wife who get sinus infections when this crap happens. And other news, we're up to 220 subscribers. That's awesome. So, yeah, exactly. It was 70 yesterday, 26 tonight. Ugh. It's awful. 220 subscribers. We got 2 subscribers today. I'll take it. Good feelings. The continued growth is feel good times, and it should in theory always get better. In theory. So right now I thankfully, every time I've gotten booted from the Final Fantasy queue, I've been able to log in within a couple times and be right back in the queue where I left. So hopefully this queue will be stable enough that we are nearly sub 500. We're sub 800 now, 794. So it's gone about 300 in the past 5-10 minutes. I gave Kiki a bath earlier. Poor kitty. So, let's talk about what's been going on the past couple days. A new trailer, or a trailer, for Into the Spider-Verse, or not Into the, whatever the next Spider-Verse movie is going to be, dropped, and it looks amazing. What else? There's some other cool things that was happening. Anything else interesting happened? I feel like there's some things out there today or yesterday that I thought, oh yeah, I should probably talk with the community about that. Now I can figure out what it was. That's okay. Halo's this week. My wife's excited. There's a lot of memes about what we're currently doing with the queue. There's a lot of people who don't really. Yeah, new Yu-Gi-Oh! Switch games coming out if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of people are like, oh, you know, Square should have gotten more servers for this. Forgetting that there's a national, there's a worldwide superconductor shortage, which makes a chip shortage, which means you can't just make more servers right now. You just can't do it. And it sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, there is a quest line, or a quest. A quest line in the MSQ for Shadowbringers. I've been so used to saying Shadowbringers. Endwalker that does involve suicide. I got alerted to that today, and I talked about it at Gilded, and I've pinned what the quest is on in the FF14 chat. I do know that we have some folks who are sensitive to suicide in video games and things like that, for good reason. And I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable on stream. So maybe when we get to that point, I will do that quest off stream. And give a summary to you all of what happens in it. Because remember, us hanging out is supposed to be a chill stress reliever. And sometimes when there's content like that, you need to pump the brakes and go, you know what, maybe I shouldn't stream everything. Once again, thank you all for the support on Saturday. We got 20, almost 25% to the monthly goal. We got 2 new sustaining members of the Pine. So thank you for that. I had a good birthday, and y'all made it awesome. It ended very well. It ended very well. I didn't move much after stream. I just kind of sat here and continued to play 14. Which is a nice birthday. I spent the evening fishing and drinking beer, and it was delightful. And then Renegade and I snuggled a bit, because, you know, husband-wife stuff, you know. But the next day, I did next to nothing again. No, actually, it wasn't. That part actually went quicker than I thought it would. The more pain in the butt thing after that blaze was trying to find where the fishing holes in Ishgard are, in Heavensward are, because it's all ice. All of it. And so the map doesn't really show very well where there's actually water. Yeah, I finished it off screen. Literally took me 2 or 3 more times. But then I got into Heavensward fishing quests and trying to find the fishing spots there in the early part of Heavensward was fun. Oh, there was a bit of news. I remembered. I remembered. So Kevin Feige, who, if you don't know, is the Marvel boss for the movie MCU, gave an interview talking how Charlie Cox, whenever Daredevil shows up again in the MCU. Oh, God. Really, Jen? I hope you made them feel like shit. For asking that. And everyone took it as like, Charlie Cox is Daredevil, and everyone's freaking out online. No. They said whenever Daredevil appears, it will be Charlie Cox. Not that he's coming back now. Because of course there's a lot of speculation that he'll be in Far From Home. So, the good news, Charlie's back. Not so good news, we don't know when that will be. Get him, Jen. Absolutely ridiculous. Files do exist for a reason. People don't people don't think. They don't, unfortunately. And of course, people are already done with the main story quest. Oh yeah, DHS is awful. They look for whatever reason they can to deny you and not help you on anything that you need. Because this goes back to what I was talking about on Saturday, where we need to take care of our people, and the services, the programs in place that are supposed to be taking care of people don't take care of people, and look for every excuse and reason to not take care of people. Hi, Kimmy. Honestly, I don't mind the chatting bit that we're doing right now while we're waiting for the game, because, you know, it's nice to chat with you all and hang out with you all. Oh, is it a brutal MC update? It's very dark now, mainly mobs, also bee stings. More reasons not to mess with bees. Like, I didn't mess with bees unless forced to, even in mods, like the forestry mod that added bees and all of that stuff, I never touched. Just didn't interest me. Hi, Bug. Hey, Elecnor. We're set at 221, y'all. Any minute now. Yeah, see, I think I remember bees, or the forest bees that use the resource bees in regrowth, and I promptly ignored that quest line. Like, did the bare minimum of it that I had to do and then focused on other things. Also, I've come to the conclusion I actually do like new mystical agriculture. after messing with it today on or messing with it all day, basically all day yesterday, because I recorded the video and then I had spent basically yesterday working on some of the other plants. So by the time next episode comes around, I'll have a couple plots of mystical agriculture going. And I actually do enjoy it. Not having to worry about agreed, I'll ignore. Not having to spend Inferium on tiered seeds and tiered ingots. Wait, actually, that's a lie. Well, no. You just turn it... Like, you used to have to go through progression for everything. So, the base resource seed, Inferium seeds, tier 2 seeds, tier 3 seeds, tier 4 seeds, then also have that tier 4 seed, and then use more materials from that tier to get the seed you needed. Now you just need the base seed. It's the version in the pack, but I want to say it's the most recent version, or the most recent version that has been out there since they made the change to the mod. I'll find out though, because I want to do a video on it, because I think it's a lot better than what it was. It added some parts, but those parts make it worth it. Hey, we're at 86 any minute, y'all, unless we get stuck at 1 again. Oh, I forgot to check and see if the thingy did the thingy the right way. Yes, it did. Hey, we did. Also, I'd like to point out, AI look fabulous as my red mage. Absolutely fabulous. And the Moogle quests can gently caress themselves. I've been working on these because I wanted to unlock the Moogle Beast Tribe quests, and let me just tell you, unlike a lot of other beast quests, they require you to do so many side quests. It's not even funny. Like, there's whole other quest chains the game has expected you to complete before you have tried it out, or you try to get the Mogs. Oh, right. Yep, big bird mount. Where was I in that? Um, I'll find it some other time. Let's do some MSQ. Specifically, let's do the Charlene sides of quests. DPS, it's melee DPS, Kimmy. Also, hi, Hecka. Hecka, are you okay? Hecka, are you alright there? It's pronounced potato chips. What? What? Minecraft is telling me potato chips, but wrong again. It's pronounced potato chips. Hecka, you've lost me. I'm sorry. Also, it looks like it's snowing in Charlene. Oh yeah, I guess I should, Oh! I'll just take your word for it. Interesting. Oh, okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got you. Also, we're gonna make this a little bit more easier to digest. We're gonna go down the line, the Charlian line of quests first, and then we'll go down the other places line of quests. Oh no, why do we have an why do we have an escort mission? Oh. Oh, Square. Square. We've gone 3 expansions without escort missions. Why now? Why? Why now? It's Alizé, because we're in Charlian. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to
Deep
like
beneath the scholar's
stream.
city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Interesting. So they built an archive underground and just had to keep building.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Charlian itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see. and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
This would be a cool Minecraft
Aren't those
build.
people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Wait, why did I think Alpha went with Urianger and never mind?
Ugh. Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
Uh-oh.
I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Krill, no. Okay. Lots of reasons could be why she's dizzy. All right. Apparently there's beasts in them dar hills. So he made this entire habitat, brought dangerous monsters down in here. Look at him though. He's so cute. Look at him. He's like a dog-sized Gabu. Look at him. Let's look at the big guy. He's a cutie, this guy. Look at him. They call him a troll, but I call him cutie. Oops, there we go. I can't imagine they'd be too thrilled with me coming in here and killing their fauna. You don't think he was a cutie pie? I thought he was a cutie pie. You heard a coyote dying. Such abuse. I thought I was hunting marmots. Why am I hunting this mouse? Ugh, I'm a man who needs more sleep, apparently. Jesus. Sorry for the yawns, y'all. Juju time? I thought they were talking marmots like the little lemurs. Not a mouse. Nah. No Juju tonight. I'll just keep yawning and suffering. Oh, that looks like a troll from Where the Wild Things Are. That's why I think it's cute. That's not necessarily true. I have drank Juju before, on and before during stream. I guess this is the same bloody thing. I have drank Juju on stream and slept just fine. I did kill the cutie. I even like the ones in the live action movie 334. Also, hi 334. So form is making... Cryle, what's going on? It's whatever is bothering, Cryle. Only reason we're doing this quest is because it gives gear. That was my thought as well, Tabby. Because she mentioned something about she asked if I was calling to her. At the same time, Heidelin has made herself more present in this expansion. And Kryle is another one with the Echo. Oh, the coral kitten? Yeah, she's adorbs. Oh, come on. It's not that... Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. It's not that far of a drop. Game. Rude. Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Why is it being painful to her? Alright, there's a ring. I'm on my fire dog. Also, thank you all for coming and hanging out with me tonight, and thank you all for Saturday, and thank you for the support on coffee, and thank you, just thank you. Just thank you. I can't say it enough, and I won't stop saying it. And I even remember to put Chop's name at the end of the thingy. Yo, big kitty. I'm just checking all these quests for gear. Make sure I'm not missing any. Don't really care about the experience, but I do care about if I'm missing gear. It's because old music is good. Not Elvis, though. I understand that. Let's see how the Charlians play Triple Triad. She plays poorly. Hey, I want the card you give. Give me the card. Oh, we change the rules every time. Neat. Oh, Frel. There we go. You gave me a troll card. Thanks for that 1-star card. But I did ask for it. Yes. So, here, let me do it again. Now I'll explain the rules of Triple Triad. Well, what I understand of the rules, there's still some things that go beyond me. Because if you have it, don't. I agree with Valentine. So, each card has 4 directions, 4 powers. A is the highest, 1 is the lowest. So, if you place a card next to something and you have a higher amount, you flip the card, becomes your card. So on, so forth, etc., etc. Sometimes things called a plus happen, like that, and it completely screws everything up. And I know there's rules for how pluses happen, but I've never quite figured it out. Excuse you. Whoever does the cover for the Bayonetta games does it fantastically. It's a nice little updated version of Fly Me to the Moon. You mean Blitzball? Blitzball's freaking great. Oh no, Sphere Grid game. I don't think I ever made it to the card game in 10. I still suck at it, but yes, it makes kind of sense. Well, when we get to 10-2, we'll find out. Because 10-2 just needs to be played. Come here.
Fair shot.
Oh, we get voice lines now.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
Lulu's already fun.
There you are. Any new revelations?
I like my new armor. A lot.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Ergo fun.
It's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth.
Oh no, Tabby.
Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
They said the name. Mericidia. We just were to Mericidia in Final Fantasy IV. I love it.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion, then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistant.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I mean... why not? What's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. What's this? A hat? A hat I can't use? What does that look like? Looks like a proper helmet, too. Take it slow. I'm the bloody warrior of light. I'll take it as quick as I feel like it. Besides, I have a whale. Oh, there's something for hunting. Oh, right. I meant to clean up my, I meant to clean up my taskbar now that I don't need all of my tasks. 3 sacks of nuts! I love sacks of nuts. Giggity. Yes, yes, come along, come along. Yes, I got the new compass. Is this just descending and fighting a bunch of these mushroom men? Because if so, it sucks. I don't know why, but it feels like my Vieira man screams a lot more than my other characters have. Nice. Wait, that was the dangerous climb down? Ugh. That was 10 feet, basically. But it does seem like I did miss something in there. Hold on. Back we go. Yep, I missed the other current that's in here somewhere. Oops. Run, Panda, run! I have to go down the other shaft. Because for some reason the Aether Current's in here. Magitech coming through. Whoops. Ah, well. Carry me my bombs. Yeah, I that would be my... Oh, I saw those on Twitter and I laughed. I'll show you here in a minute. So, I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, they couldn't get the grapes rendered properly, and they look like this. Or maybe that's the way they're supposed to be. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Maybe this is the way these particular grapes grow. You know, it has to be on purpose. It has to be. There's no way that this isn't on purpose. Those sharp polygons around. It has to be on purpose. That's the only way I figure that gets through. Hi, Sadie girl. How we doing? Doing okay, Sadie? Yes, much. She's feeling much better. Just when these weather shifts happen 334 like they've been happening, she just doesn't always feel great.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
Oh.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Ah.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Boom, 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 boom.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean?
Russell, Russell, Russell. Oh, who's coming down here? Oh, it's our buddy.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
That's my twins.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Wait, what? I look so handsome. She has something going on. Dun 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 dun. I can almost reach you, huh? Wonder what that means. Well, we'll find out. If there's one thing we know, this expansion is going to give us nothing but answers. She toted us! Effing rude. What if Midgard does anything funny? Yeah, better not try to get eaten by the big toads. How about that? Yeah. No, no, leave me alone. No, I must run. Why would you come after a frog? You're an ox.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Ha! He's smart. I like him.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
I.e., don't sit there and just stare at him. So, my theory is the Forum is building basically an arc. So that whatever destruction, whatever misfortune happens to the rest of the world, Sharlayan will be, and all of its knowledge will be preserved. That's my theory. I think it's a pretty good one. He's pretty dope. Wow. The Ark was technically a floating doomsday bunker? Right, but it wasn't an actual arc, if I remember correctly. Sadie, quit stepping on toes. I know it's all you know what to do with. Your giant feet. Sadie. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Leave Jess alone. Lay down. Sit. Sit. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. If you're not following Wario64 on Twitter, do so. They're always tweeting out deals of that kind of stuff. Also, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate the pine cones more than I could ever show or say thank you enough. Give me your Aether Current. I'm gonna go out here searching and I'm gonna go in the wrong direction, aren't I? Yeah, there's no way it's up here. Oh, there's an Aether Current down here though. Accidental, I'll take it. Leave me alone. Trial.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Eidolon's talking to her.
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Knew it. She's become an Oracle of Light.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well.
Hold on. The music that is playing is the piano version of the very first song for A Realm Reborn. So if we go back and watch the A Realm Reborn trailer, this is the song that plays. I think it's called Awakening? Something like that?
Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Yeah. Hi, Dad.
Master Fortuno? What business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
Ooh.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Oh, don't worry. Fear not, my friends. Well, to be fair, Graha went into the forbidden section. And you knew this was going to happen based on the quest icon. You did good, kid.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order.
It's just the way he stands.
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better
Kryl has
as
her
the
hood down.
scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You can tell which ones are important because there's...
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
You can tell which ones are important because which ones have veils or not. How dare you use Galuf's name?
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Get him, Kryl.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
God, I love her.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Oh?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Wait.
Knowing this,
who force-choked that son of a gun?
Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
There's the trailer line.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
I love her.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
It is. Was it originally, but Sadie changed that.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Well, of course we're gonna like him because he's Louisoix's ally.
We will have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
I was getting ready to say there's a Viera without a veil, but then I remembered, wait, Vieras can't wear helmets. She's got to be important. Oh, wait, she can't wear a hat. Yeah, that's very telling. That means the Scion's words hit home for some of them. Until the heavens fall. Ah, God, I love her. Hello, Mom. Valentine's like, wait! Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? Well aware that you and Master Fortuna are not the best terms at the moment. I'm absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Malefice? The Malefice Pine? What a splendid day has turned out to be, champion of Eorzea. I insist that you join us. Eleanor, how far have you made it? Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. After I accept this, we're gonna go work on other things. Oh, bugger. Yeah, after we finish this quest. I haven't decided if I like this escort Like, I don't know if I like it. They are, aren't they?
Welcome home,
my lady.
Very pretty.
What? What are you gawping at? Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
You are a spoiled princess, Alize.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
This is where they get.
Shan't be long.
Here come new outfits! And probably Alphino's sage gear.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. 'Tis clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. 'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
We don't have time for tea. Oh, she looks radiant.
Gifts. I wasn't
love
sure
her.
what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Look at this
It's
cute little red
perfect.
mage.
Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Remember when they came to Eorzea, they looked exactly alike.
See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable,
Look at the
and
little
eminently
lord.
practical.
No, you don't? Well, back in the beginning, they had the exact same outfit.
I am
The only way to
so
tell the
glad
difference
you
was the
like them.
red and
They are, however, missing
blue
one final touch.
ties.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
Because he's... Well, I'm partial to red mages. Oh, there it is. Hi, Cole.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field.
It's going well.
He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry. I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Aww. Alright, so I've got all the Aetherite requests then. So. What a fun part of the MSQ. Not to mention, the kids look great. Alfie's now a sage. Alize looks like a proper red mage. What I think we're gonna do to finish stuff tonight is I'm actually gonna go unlock another class and get it started. I think. Well, no, I'm not gonna do all that because what Eleanor said, I do want to try Summoner at this with the changes they've made to it at some point. Because I think it finally probably feels like a proper Summoner now. If I had to guess. Because before it was like, you know, you summon the... Oh, was that the end of... Did we finish the Charlene part of this? Yep, that's the end. Okay, that's a good. That's a good MSQ stopping point. Tomorrow night we'll do the, we'll do the other half of it. Alright, so I'm still not confident enough to go try to heal dungeons. Just not. So... Right. Yeah, you were kind of, lack of better, comparison, you were like, warlocks in WoW. Now you actually feel like a proper DPS. Oh. I didn't realize the troll was... Oh. These aren't the running ones, these are the ones you accept and do. So what's the guild ship stuff look like? Oh no, that's not... Oh no, it is used to... Oh, Diabolos wings. Oh. I'm glad they didn't put... a gear set there. Like they did in Stormblood. Okay, so what am I gonna do to finish off stream? Oh, I forgot to go do this. So I guess I'll go do that. And accept a troll guild hunt. Who did the thing? Tabby became a member at the Wood. Tabby, thank you. The membership grows. Thank you. Thank you, Tabby. No, stop. No more of this wish I could do more mess. Alright? The fact that you do any. Reminder, the fact that you do and that anybody does any is too much. Okay? Like, let's just put that out there. Alright? The fact that anyone does any is too much. To me. You humble me consistently. You seriously humble me that you have chosen to support me in any way, shape, or form. So thank you. Like, just thank you. You know, we're building something great here, y'all. And it's amazing what we're doing. Oh, you do want to vote for Catboy? Want to make Pine a Graha, huh? I was like, I'm updating this. I'm gonna emphasize the not required. Oh, I love you. No, I just... The past 2 months have been very good for me, mentally. As a creator, as a creator, the past 2 months have been fantastic for me. And yes, it's something as simple as new follows or new subscribers, whatever you want to call them. Seeing this channel do better in the 2 months, granted I'm cheating, but do better in the 2 months since I've been back to it and focusing on it than the first 2 to 3 months I did it when I first started out. Now granted, like I said, I'm cheating because I'm literally bringing people over from my established platform of 4 years, Twitch. But there's still new people coming over here. There were 2 subscribers today that are just completely new. And I'm not sure if I hit the threshold or not from the Purple People Eaters. I don't know. I didn't look. I haven't looked at my dashboard. I'll find out here in like 8 days. But like, I still gotta meet that. I still gotta meet that minimum 100, and I probably won't meet it there, and that's fine. Yeah, I'm sure I'm getting credit. Yeah, I'm absolutely getting credit for it. It just is a matter of not if I hit the $100 threshold or not before they'll send me money. Your phone. Like that's the worst thing Alignor's ever said in chat. I mean, I didn't say what that came to mind, but you know. I know. Don't care. Wait, is this a quest chain to get? It's a quest chain to get that. It has to be. Yeah, that's what I'm currently running. See, this is actually why I wish new classes started at level 1 instead of starting at level, because having to go back and learn how I basically have to go through and do every dungeon, right? In theory, not really, but like, you know, to get the growth, how you play Sage throughout the levels. You know, that's where do you get the 3-headed cat? I know what I can do to finish off stream. I don't want burp. I don't want Bihi. Nah, I'll take it. I think the only problem I have with Palace of the Dead is it's really hard to get a vibe. Well, I mean, that's the way it is in the early stages of it. Yeah, I was wondering what Valentine was talking about. Does what taste bad? Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know. Pine immediately looks over at his Switch cartridges. The more you know. The more you know. No, I'm still blaming Tabby. You can totally take the fall, and that's fine. It's your prerogative. It's still Tabby's fault. Why? Because she's my mod. Also, that was bloody brilliant. Yes, it is. It's your fault. You're my mod. It's like it's Valentine's fault or it's Jennifer's fault. I mean, we know it's definitely Jennifer's fault. No, she was. She was modding Moo's stream at the time. I was there. That's why I blamed her. Because she told somebody to clip it. And I'm sitting here going, Tabby, you can clip it. See? Jen just admitted it. Jen's fault. Oh, they're all done. Okay, good. Clipping on mobile does suck. Alright, what's our reputation with them looking like? 180 out of 720. 360. Okay, we can do them this week. That's funny. Brazil Meg. What was I thinking? What did it look like? It looked, to me, it looked like, yes, it looked exactly like the sum of the parts that we asked for. Oh, what's my required level here? 70, rip. I guess Reaper? Or Sage. Let's take a Sage out. I answered you and killed it. It's a man. Ooh, I need to see if I can change the color of the code I just got. Wait, what? I think the Reaper quest giver's a man. Am I the only one that got to read that like he's an old dude? Really? Interesting. I got the read that the very much got the read that the quest giver was male. Maybe I'm wrong. Interesting. Level 70 as a Disciple of War magic. That's it. Good to know the Beast Tribe quest for pixies has me running around clipping yeah. Alright, so that puts my reputation at leveling up tomorrow, is what that does. All these bushes? Hold up. These bushes are people. The fairies have turned people into bushes. Are there any other beast quests I want to do while I wait for the queue? I'm gonna do a dungeon before we call it a night. In fact, you were. Titania took that was after the darkness had returned, and the forces from Yulmore were there. I think. I don't remember. I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? I am. Western Lanaska I wanted. You know, I did see a God bless, why am I well, I'm saying that's when it got revealed that the bushes were people. The Land Breathes? I know, it's one of my favorites. Or... Agreed. Also, if you're wondering why I'm smacking things as opposed to casting a bunch of spells, well... It's because, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Because I'm level 61 and they're level garbage. My favorite thing about the Realm Reborn battle themes is how they change just a little bit. Going into so like, how do I explain it? So that theme there, that battle theme, gets tweaked just slightly, for when you first get into Korthus, which is right outside of Ishgard. Oi. Octopath, I need to finish Octopath at some point. Alright, we're not gonna be able to wait for a dungeon. Unless I switch over to tank. A bunny riding a wolf. Saw it here, folks. Alright, I'm actually gonna stay logged in and probably work on some crafting things before I go to bed. So, it has been a fun night, a delightful night, a wonderful night. Thank you all for hanging out. What I was saying earlier, thank you all for chilling and chatting and being active. Huge part of what I do and what I believe in is impact over numbers. So I would rather have these intimate streams that we have with everyone chatting than a stadium full of folks and like the same amount of people chatting. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying there? Like, y'all are great and I love you. So don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. We'll do this more tomorrow night. More Q Simulator 3000 followed by some main story quest. What Tekka said. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you. Let's see here. Let's look over on the purple site. If there's any one of our friends, go say hi to. Go say hi to Ecto, tell him I sent you. I probably won't join y'all, but go say, actually no, I will join you. Let's go say hi to Ecto. He's a good dude. I love him. He's just chatting. And I'll talk to y'all later. I love you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Mwah! Thank you for everything.